Okay, this is just a little side note on the pasteurization of the worm composting, or the worm compost. I've got the temperature pretty darn close to, it actually reads 175. But the interesting thing is, if you look real closely, you can see insects and bugs. I have no idea. I really don't know what kind of insects they are, but they're scurrying around on top of the pile here, trying to escape the heat. And as I said before, I do not see any worms. I do not see any centipedes or grubs anywhere in this mix. Leastways, they didn't get to the surface in time. But these little critters who had infested, they're probably like mites or something. As you can see, I'm trying to hold the camera steady, and I can see them. There's hundreds and hundreds of them scurrying around on top of this stuff, and they can't climb up on top of the pot, because the pot's it's hot enough to burn meat. But right now I'm hovering at about 180, and like I showed you before, I was going to tell you before, it's a little device that I use, and this is my oven. I showed that in a video a couple of years ago. I got what's known as a flame master, and that'll go underneath this container here, and it'll keep the direct heat from the stove, from the top plate there, from directly contacting the pot and allowing the mixture to get any hotter. So what I have here is as you saw, it's driving all the critters out of the soil. And what I'm going to do after I shut this off is I'm going to put the flame master underneath, so that it kind of insulates to a certain extent, and then we'll let that go for about a half hour. And even if it goes down to 150, I think that'll be enough. So anyway, I thought I'd show that little interesting phenomenon.